Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're new here, if you're old here, definitely welcome and happy new year to you guys. Happy 2025. And yes, so today on the show we're gonna be starting, let's say new beginnings now. New things, yes. So basically on this show we are gonna be having more of inviting more guests just to basically speak about their career, their business, and life generally, just navigating life and see how it goes from there. So, guys, stay tuned on this channel, but because we're about to bring you something really sweet today. So, today I have a guest, a special guest, and sincerely, she's a good friend. She's an entrepreneur. She's a fashion designer. She's an artist. Her name is Jack of all trades. And yes, her name is Vicky. Drum
Hi,
rolls.
drum rolls.
Drum
Hi,
rolls.
everybody.
Hey, welcome. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for coming. American schedule, as it's
I
tight,
know,
it's
it's really tight, really tight.
busy.
But we're
But
here.
yes, out of
Mhm.
your busy schedule, you've been able to make it. Thank you so much for joining us on this
Thank you.
channel. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you for inviting me.
And guys, if you do not know, she has a business name and she's a fashion designer, like I mentioned. And her business name is Klothouse.
It's
So if you're on
me.
Instagram, TikTok, you're doing TikTok now.
I do. I have TikTok,
Hey,
definitely.
content creators, how
hmm
are you guys doing it? It's not
Honestly,
easy.
it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie.
So if you're on TikTok, yeah, Clothouse, Instagram, Clothouse, and she's everywhere. Trust me, you're gonna love it. And she
Yes.
sells, she designs, she's tremendous, she's outstanding.
Hey.
And so, Vicky, welcome to our channel. Welcome to
Thank you so
the
much.
channel
All
once
of this for me. Thank
again.
you. Thank you. Fashion
And
designer,
so,
artist, all of that. Thank you,
a
Mama.
jack of all trades,
Yes. Thank you, Mama.
and you're doing very well, I must say.
Thank you.
And so, looking at it,
hmm
let's just say, can you introduce yourself for us? Just go about the introduction once more.
Okay, so my name is Victoria Obayemi,
Okay.
and I am the owner or creative director at Klothouse LLC. I'm also an artist. I do worship song, like worship music. Um, Pretty much, I'm a single woman, a beautiful single woman in my 30s. So pretty much that's it. Or what else do you want to know?
Okay, yes, beautiful. So, talking
Yes.
about Clothes and talking about the fashion designing part, how did you start Clothes? How did Clothes? How did the whole
Hmm.
idea? How did you start?
Okay, I'll say that I was always a lover of fashion, even though I never thought that I was going to be a fashion designer. I mean, I went to school for something else. I graduated from university. My first degree was in foreign languages, French language to be precise. And then graduating and then moving to America right after school was like, oh, what can I do? What can I do? And back home, I used to like just for fun tailor,
Mm.
like learn from my friends and all of that. And my both my grandfathers were actually tailors, so it was more like
Mm.
everybody was like, "Oh, she can sew." It was kind of inborn. I didn't even have to learn it. So coming to America, I was like, "Okay, what's the fastest thing I can do? How can I, make money? How can I do what I like?" So I just started, and people started like, "Wow, you're good at this, you're good at that." And then people like, why don't you charge for this and all that? And boom, we
The
started
money
Clubhouse,
started.
and that's it.
Oh my
And
God,
here we
that's
are.
such an amazing story because
Yes,
I know that
yes,
most times when you have those talents from childhood, it's
yeah.
always good to just develop
Mm-hmm.
those talents and all
Yeah,
of that.
yeah.
And sincerely, it's a good thing. And
Mm-hmm.
talking about that too,
Yes.
looking at the business and everything, how you juggle everything, I would say that what has kept you going along the years, based on the challenges, everything that comes in the way, what definitely has kept you going?
I would say, first of all, passion,
Right.
being passionate about what I do and not just seeing it as a means to only make money. Um, I've been blessed to be able to impact people's lives through my business. I've met so many people. Some have become family, some have become friends. So it's just a passion for what I do. I love to dress people up I love to see women happy. I love to see the glow, the joy on their faces when we make an outfit for them, the contentment, because fashion is not only about making the outfits, it's about boosting a woman's confidence.
Mm.
Fashion goes beyond just wearing an outfit. It talks about your confidence, your personality, who you are. You can see something on someone and quickly tell this is the type of person they are with the outfit you see on them. So I've been blessed to be able to like dress women up, meet a lot of people, talk to them about even Christ,
Mm.
you know, um, help people navigate their own dreams and all of that. So I feel blessed to, be doing this. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
That's
Passion.
amazing. I'm sure
Passion has
that the
kept me.
passion, exactly. So
Hmm.
the passion definitely gives you fulfillment.
Yes.
And
Very
the joy
fulfilled.
you see in people's faces when they make
Exactly.
their outfits, and they're like, "Oh
Exactly.
my God, we did!"
Exactly. Exactly. It's like you're
And I see
bringing
all those
joy. Hmm.
brides on your page, and I'm like,
Yes.
"These brides are so happy. They are so excited,
Right.
and
You got that right. Hmm.
that's good. Yeah,
It's challenging though, but being able to just make someone happy
true,
is the biggest deal for me.
true,
Yeah.
true." And that's very important because in
Hmm.
life, I just feel just make people happy, and even the statements, say things that will make people happy. You really don't
Exactly.
know things people are going through, right?
Yes,
And
that's
so
very true.
happiness is definitely the key.
That is very true.
So,
Hmm.
looking at the journey, being a Christian, and all of that, what has God really taught you about prosperity?
Um, so many things, so many lessons that I've learned about prosperity. First of all, the biggest lesson I've learned, contrary to popular opinion or beliefs, that prosperity is money.
True.
I think at this point, a lot of us can agree that prosperity is not just about money. So one of the biggest things that God has taught me is that prosperity is actually being able to be a blessing to someone.
True.
And being a blessing to someone necessarily doesn't have to be about money.
Mm.
You can be a blessing to someone, you can speak life to them and help them. You can do something for them that brings joy to them and they never forget you. So being in the position that you're able to bless someone, be an impact, make an impact to someone's life is a blessing. Prosperity is you have good health,
Mm.
you're not sick, you have loved ones, you have people to love you, you have people to love. And another lesson I've learned is wealth or money or prosperity doesn't just come in one day.
Mm.
It takes time. It's a process. If you are trying to just build prosperity and wealth and gather money, gather money, gather money, there's a scripture that says that the one who gathereth will lose
Exactly.
it,
We'll
and the
lose
one who
it.
scatters will gain it back. So
True.
you build gradually, like it's a process. You build it gradually, you build it gradually. You follow God's leading, and you
Mm.
gradually build until you never even it never stops.
Never stop.
It
True.
keeps going. You keep following God. Sometimes you have a lot of money, and God is saying, "Give this much out."
Mm.
So if you're looking at prosperity from the angle of physical wealth or material things,
You're
you
losing
might
it.
be missing it.
True.
Yeah.
You're losing it.
Prosperity is so much more. Being
Yeah.
able to wake up and sleep is prosperity.
The
I
peace.
don't want to preach. I would have said, Paul
Don't
said,
preach.
Paul said, I wish that you prosper in all things, even
I
as
was
your
going to mention
soul,
the Bible passage
exactly, even as your
that
soul
I
prospers. So
wish
if prosperity was
exactly,
about money, he would say that.
exactly.
So you
Even
prosper in
God.
all things as your soul. So even your soul prospering, you getting
True,
closer to God, you knowing that, okay, you're on the right path and you're going to make heaven,
true.
is prosperity.
It's prosperity.
Yes.
It's prosperity. I was going to
Mhm.
mention the passage like, I
Yeah.
wish
Yes.
above all things, that you
You
prosper in
prosper.
health and everything,
Yeah.
everything, wealth,
Hmm.
everything, your business,
It's an
your
all round
career.
thing.
It's an all round thing. It's
Yes.
not just one.
Yes. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Exactly. And that's very, very profound. That's
Yes.
very
Yes.
profound. So
Yeah.
looking at it right now and where you've been and looking at
Hmm.
the young ones, the young generations coming, how do you think that the young people can actually navigate and approach what they want? Like, how do you think they can really, really say, "Oh, I want to be a fashion designer and I need to really get to be a fashion designer"? What do you think they need to do, the young ones? How can they navigate? "Oh, I want to work for this person. I want this person to be my mentor," right? How do I
Yeah.
get there? What do I need to build? How do you think the young ones can do that?
Um, First of all, you have the desire.
Right.
Once you have the desire, you have to be able to pursue it. Um, Especially I feel like in this generation and world where we are, especially this community, the American community where
Exactly.
if you like somebody, oh, if you're not a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse, you're a failure.
Right.
Anything outside of those things, you're a failure. It might be hard, it
True.
might not be that easy, but if you have the desire, pursue it. Regardless of what people say, put your foot on the ground. This is what you want to do. And especially if you know that this is what God wants you to do,
Do.
don't ever negotiate it. If you know something is your calling, don't ever negotiate it. I've seen people do other stuff because that's what's popular and they're
Mm.
frustrated. They don't have joy. They're not happy. I'm happy doing what I do
True.
because I love it.
It's
I
your
love
passion.
I love to see people dress up looking good. So I love it. If I
Mm.
was doing something else, I'll be frustrated.
You
I
might
would
not
not be
find
happy.
fulfillment.
I would not find fulfillment. So if you're sure that's what you're called to do, pursue it regardless.
Right.
Even if you did not go to school to study or, whatever your dream or your passion is. I didn't go to school to study fashion.
Right.
It just came along.
Inbuilt.
It was inborn. Yeah, it had been with me the whole time. So even if you feel that way, you can, maybe while you're at school, study something you like read about it, read books about it,
Right.
shadow someone, walk up to someone, hey, I've been watching you, I've
Mm.
been following you. Can you be my mentor? It's that easy.
Right.
Can you be my mentor? And if you're serious, if they see a form of seriousness in you,
Right.
I don't know anybody who will turn you down. I have a girl who I met in 2023, and she's in the tech industry, and she does cybersecurity. And her passion is to be a fashion designer.
Wow.
So she approached me in 2023, and she was like, I want to learn how to sew. And I'm like, what did you do? And she said, I'm in tech. And I'm like, so why fashion? And she's like, I'm just passionate about it. I just like to dress people up. I want to create my own designs. And then I was like, okay, I was trying to say, okay, is she gonna be serious? And for one whole year, in fact, 2 years,
Wow.
about 2 years, she kept coming.
Dedication.
Dedication. She kept coming. She
Consistency.
would go to work. She would come from work some days because she works from home,
Right.
halfway from home. She would come to the shop with her computer. She's
Right.
working and she's learning at the
Right.
same time. She just started her own fashion line
Wow.
late last year,
Wow.
and she's just starting. She's doing well. She's going in the right direction. It's what she loves to do. She
Mm.
still has a job,
Right.
but she's into fashion. She's creating pieces, beautiful pieces,
Wow.
and she's finding fulfillment in it.
Mm.
So if you're serious, no matter what anybody is saying,
You can get
just
it.
follow through. Follow through. Like I said, money is not everything.
True.
Money is not everything. And who even says that following your passion, you can make a lot of money
Money.
in your passion? I know fashion designers that are making, I don't even want to say it. You know, look at all these big
Girl.
label names. You know how much they're
I
making? They
know.
make more money than
I
people working 9 to 5
know.
sometimes. So
I know.
follow it, be
I know.
dedicated, be
I
diligent,
know.
make sure that
Dedication.
you're not giving, yeah,
Consistency.
have integrity. Don't just do your work anyhow.
True girl.
Put a
True
standard,
girl.
brand yourself. Let your work have standards.
Let it
When
speak
someone
for
picks up,
itself.
if you're a fashion designer, if someone picks up your piece, let them look at it like, wow, this is a masterpiece.
Right.
If you're
Right.
doing that, trust me, you're
You'll
gonna be
go
sought
place for
after.
it. True.
Bible
True.
says that. Again,
I was gonna
scripture.
go to that. I was
See
gonna
a
go to
man
that.
that
China
is
diligence
diligent,
in
it
his
will stand
business.
before kings.
So
Even if you're selling, I don't know, maybe pure water, if you're in Nigeria,
and your
you're selling and
diligence,
you're diligent
my
and
girl,
you're doing
you're
it
gonna
with,
make
with
it.
class, you branding it well.
Mm-mm.
You're not doing it like every other person.
Mm-hmm.
Find something, and this is one thing. Find your niche.
Exactly.
Find something that makes you stand out.
Mm.
Find something that's spectacular. You can pray about it. You can ask God to reveal it to you.
True.
Something spectacular that makes you different from everybody else.
True.
And you will see how far
You
you
will
will go
thrive.
and how sought after you will become.
True.
Yeah.
True. And that's the thing because I feel a lot of young people right now, they really don't have a focus. So that's where the focus comes in.
Yeah.
I mean, just do start with something, be dedicated,
Yes.
be consistent,
Yes.
have integrity. I mean, I
Very
think
important.
it's like a total package in one thing.
Mm.
So yes, for young people watching, it's
Yeah.
like all that you have to do and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. You never can tell
Mm-hmm.
when everything is just going to work out at the right time. At the right
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for that.
yeah,
And for your designs, oh my God.
yeah.
Klothouse, Vicky, she's got a lot of beautiful designs. What inspires those designs
Yes,
actually?
culture.
Culture?
Yes, I love our culture. I love the African culture. I love things that remind me of our roots, our
Hmm.
heritage. Our culture is rich.
Rich.
The African culture is very rich. You see us, we wear a lot of
In
bling.
diverse ways.
Yes, we wear a lot of blings, we wear a lot of colors, we wear a lot of sparkles, and that inspires me so much. Like just preserving our culture, propagating our culture. These days, I see a lot of Americans come
They want
to
to be
make.
like
They want
us.
to. They want to make African outfits.
Right.
They want to go to a wedding, and they want. They just
They
want to.
want to
And
dress
sometimes I'm
like.
going out with my mom, and my mom wears an African attire, and you just see one Caucasian. I'm like, oh my God, I love your outfit. So them knowing about our culture, propagating our culture, not letting our culture die,
Mhm.
really has been something that inspires me. I just want to put our culture out there.
Mm.
You know, just
Right.
yeah.
Right. And I know that a lot of this, because I see a lot of things on Instagram now. You see all those grooms and they'll put on the agbada and
Yep.
they're like dancing with their friends.
Exactly.
And you'll be
Exactly.
like, ah, have you been to Nigeria before? Were you
Exactly.
born
Even
before
white
in
people
Nigeria?
now, even some white people who have never been there or they
Hmm.
don't even know anything about it. I saw an Indian couple a couple of days ago on Instagram and they were wearing kente
Oh,
for their for the,
Ghanaian.
they
Mm.
don't they've never been to Ghana. They just see the colors, they just see the prints, they love it and
Mhm.
they use that outfit for their wedding. I was like, wow,
It's
Africa,
outstanding.
Africa
We
to
are
the
going
world.
places.
Africa
Exactly.
to the world. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Guys, you need some of those pieces. Oh, contact
Yes.
Klothouse. Some
Mm-hmm.
of those beautiful pieces. So
Mm-hmm.
yes. What are you focusing on right now, apart from the fashion? Are there other things you're venturing into? I mean, based on the
Yes.
prosperity we talked about, we gotta
Mm-hmm.
prosper in virtually all
All
things.
things.
So, what are those other ventures you're going into?
Okay, so fashion is one phase of
Right.
my life, of my business. I have other businesses that I'm
Right.
already into. Um, don't let me tell you about them.
Give us tips.
Some of them are coming soon. Some of them have been
Give
things that
them
I've been
tips.
things that I've been into for a while. Stay tuned, guys. I have
Okay.
something coming
Okay.
2025. We're
Okay.
starting a new
Brandon.
we're starting a new line. Let me just put it like that. So
Okay.
that's the fashion phase, and of course, I'm venturing into other businesses.
Right.
You have to invest. You
Mm-hmm.
have to make your money work for you.
True.
Don't just make money and spend. When you make money, even if you're not doing other businesses actively, you can
Right.
always make passive income
Passive
with your
income.
income.
Right.
So fashion designing is like my major
Right.
business,
Stream.
and then I'm putting all of that, into other investing into other things that will yield returns. So definitely, and then this year, like I said jokingly,
Mm.
something is coming, something is cooking.
We can't wait.
Yes,
We can't wait to see it actually.
brides, something is
Brides
coming.
from
Prom,
ladies,
yes, so
please. Something is
we're taking
coming.
orders right now for
Okay. For
prom.
prom
Yes,
dresses.
yes,
Yeah.
and brides
Please.
for 2025.
Great,
Mm-hmm.
please. So tell a friend to tell a friend to
To
tell
tell a
a friend to
friend.
tell a friend that
That's right.
designs are ready.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
so, how do you juggle all of this together, like the business, being a mom, being a sister, being a daughter, being everybody's,
Yeah,
everybody's calling your phone, you're busy. How do you juggle all those things together?
I'm gonna tell you for real. I like that question because I feel like for us ladies, especially, it's not so easy.
Mm-mm.
You, I'm not a mom yet, but I can imagine for women who are moms, daughters, and all of that, wives.
Right.
I'm not a wife yet. Um, but
It's hard. I
it's
must confess.
I know you're a mom, and
I must confess.
girl, I don't even know how you're doing it because you're here and still doing
I'm
this thing,
studying in every
and I'm
side.
like,
You see
oh
how
my
much I get
god,
fixes.
I don't know how you do it, but
Mm-mm.
trust me, for me personally,
I know
having to
it's gonna
show
be
up
hard.
for family, show up for my friends, show up for my big sisters, show up for church, show up for
True.
my businesses, and still be very effective in all of it is the grace of God.
It is.
That you don't lose your mind because it's a lot of things sometimes. Sometimes I'm all over the place. But then, aside the grace of God, you need to learn boundaries.
Right.
Not everyone and everything requires your time and attention.
True.
You need to be able to separate
That.
and find a good balance. If something is not totally necessary or totally important, then you're not going to give it your time. Put your time into things that are very important and people that are very important. Family is very important. I like to say family is very, very important because you can make all the money in the world and then you spend it alone. With who? There's no joy in spending it alone.
True.
You know, family is very important. Now that you have them, if you have parents that are alive, prioritize your parents, prioritize your siblings,
True.
prioritize your loved ones. So have boundaries. If something is not adding to you, don't even waste your time.
Cut off.
Cut it off.
True.
Cut it off. Trust me, you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
You think you do not need it. On the long run, you realize you wasted your time. And one thing that I really want to tell people about is don't waste your time. You
True.
will never get it back.
Mm-mm.
Time wasted will never come
Never.
back. That's one thing I've had to learn. I personally feel like I started a lot of things late, things I should have started at this time. I just keep, taking my time. Okay, I want to take my time. I want to do this. Okay, I want this to happen first. I want that to happen first. Don't waste your time.
True.
You never get it back. Sometimes you regret it even sometimes, and sometimes it will just take the grace of God for you to catch up.
Mm.
But at the same time, you catch up at what age?
True.
But at the same time, let it have a good balance. Don't pressure yourself either.
Mm. Mm.
Do not pressure yourself. Take it easy, take
One
it
step at a
slow,
time.
one step at a time, but understand that time is very, very
For
important.
sure.
Time is of essence. Time is a commodity that we cannot waste.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's very true. Time is important.
Yes.
Prioritizing what matters to us is important. Just
Very
don't
important.
put everything together. Mm-mm. It's not going to
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
So, talking about that,
Mhm.
relationships, navigating
Yeah.
relationships, can you share a moment where you made a decision, right? And
Mhm.
you knew this was God leading you, maybe in your business or in any other thing? You just made a profound decision and you just knew this must be God.
Uh, I would say some of the businesses that I've started, that I've ventured into, or some of the investments that I've ventured into, I knew it was God that was leading me. I just knew it. God speaks to us in different ways. For you, it might be through someone. For you, it might be through something that keeps coming on your heart over and over again. For you, it might be in a dream and all of that. But I feel like some of the businesses that I've ventured into were clear directions from God. And another thing that I've been clear about is the church that I attend currently. Um, I've been going there for like 10 years now.
Mhm.
And I knew from day one that God wanted me to be here. Like it was a clear instruction. I was going to go somewhere else. And then it was a clear instruction that this is your church. The moment I set foot in that
Mhm.
church, I didn't know nobody. I didn't hear nobody talk.
Mhm.
I just walked into the church. I found my seat. I sat down and God said, this is your place of rest.
Wow,
Yeah.
that
And
was it.
yes, I
Mm.
was like, this is your place of rest. And that's why you know, it gives me confidence to remain there
Right,
no matter what.
right.
We say no church is perfect. My church, I feel like my church is perfect because
I
God
told
asked
you
me.
our church is perfect though. Come to our church.
Because
Our
God
church is
asked me to go
perfect.
there, so it has to be
True,
perfect for
true.
me. So sometimes when God leads you, make sure you follow God's voice. Being close to God has so many benefits.
It does.
When the storms come, when you're shaking, if you know God told you, you have
Something.
peace.
True,
Yeah.
true. And
Mm-hmm.
that still takes me back to the other question I asked about how you
Yeah.
about relationship with God, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that you're very dedicated.
Yeah.
You're dedicated to the things of God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you take God first, which is very good. And for sure, I know
Yeah.
that people that do that, there's no you can really miss out on things,
Yeah.
and it will definitely show up for you even in times when
Correct.
challenges arise.
Correct.
You know, it
Mm-hmm.
definitely pays off.
Correct. Yeah.
True. So for our youths, how do
Mm-hmm.
you think they can actually handle constructive criticisms and build on it to grow when managing relationships?
Okay, first thing, know that the person who is trying to criticize you loves you.
Mm.
They are not against you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to make you better. Now, another thing you need to understand is their personality. The person who is giving you that criticism, know their personality. I for my mentees, I have a few of them. I can be a little harsh sometimes when I'm telling you why did you do it like this? Like, why are you standing like that? Why are you not why are you frowning like that? Why you, it's not. And I always come back to say, oh girl, I love you, and all of that. But then sometimes like, okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, this and okay. Understand that the person's personality might just be what you're saying. Look past their personality. Look at their heart towards you. They want to make you better. They want you to do better. They want you to be the best. So when they criticize you, it's not because they hate you, they're against you, they don't want you to succeed. Look beyond. It will really help you when you look beyond the way they say it. I know it's hard because we especially with this generation, gentle parenting. I don't know if you're doing gentle
My
parenting
God,
with your
can you
kids.
do gentle
I don't think I'm
parenting?
gonna do
No,
gentle
you cannot
parenting with my
afford to do
children.
gentle parenting because gentle parenting, the kid will start lying.
Oh my
Gentle parenting, the
god.
kid will start
Oh,
stealing, taking things from school.
I'm telling
I
you.
was reading something and no, you can't do gentle parenting.
And
I'm
especially with
sorry,
with with
I
with
cannot.
kids from our community, no, you
Mm-mm.
cannot. So I know this generation wants somebody who is very soft. They'll say, oh, the things
Mm-mm.
that they did to our parents, if you do it to the children of this
Even
generation,
God said,
they can't,
spare the rod and
and spoil
spoil
the
the
child.
child.
So know that they're not against you.
True.
You want them to be gentle with you. You're not gonna find mentors most times that are gentle with you.
True.
Make sure you're drawing from them. You're getting what's needed from them.
True.
It's only a matter of time you become your own person, you become your own boss. They may be your mentor forever, but they're not going to speak to you like that forever. You
Right.
get to a certain level where you will also earn their respect.
Right.
They'll also earn your respect. So just know that they love you, they're not against you, and however they speak to you, it's out of love. Just look beyond. I've had I've had mentors that are very tough. You know one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Very tough. Very tough. Like Jesus. And then I remember I stood
You can't
in
do
yeah,
nonsense.
I remember I stood in Papa's office one day and he was talking to me and I was so mad. I started crying. I was crying and then he
You
picked up
can't do
and I catch me
nonsense.
and like, oh yeah, wipe your face. Like, yeah,
You
girl, wipe your face, wipe your
must hear
face.
the truth by force
You
now.
hear the truth, but it has helped
Yeah,
me.
the
It
truth
has
is bitter.
shaped, yeah, it has shaped me. My older sister is a very critical person. I do something, I make an outfit or I wear something, and she's like, what's that?
Mm.
She's like, what is it all?
Bolo.
And then it got to a point where I had to, if I wanted the truth about something and I didn't want somebody who would sugarcoat it, and I wanted the
Mm.
best out of something,
You
I'll
know
ask
people
her,
to go to.
what do you think about this thing? Because I know she will be very real with me.
True.
She's going to tell me this is rubbish.
True.
You know, she's very real and it will help me to go back and
Mm.
work harder to refine that thing to be the best.
True.
I held her to a standard where I said, if I can show my sister something and she says it's good,
Mm-hmm.
then it's good.
True.
So you're blessed to have people like that in your life
True.
that can tell you the truth. And you know for a fact that if they can say something is good, then
It's
it's for
good.
sure it's good.
It's good.
So it's a blessing.
Still talking about relationships, still, right?
Yes.
How do you deal with one-sided relationships? There are some relationships that you just be trying. The person will
Mm-hmm.
never, you feel like what's going on? This person is not really putting in the effort that should be put in this kind of relationship. How do you deal with such kind of relationships?
So if you're talking about one-sided relationship, you're not talking about between a mentor and a mentee, right?
No, not a
No,
mentor and
just
a mentee. Friends,
friend.
your
Oh,
relationships, yeah, friendships.
one Jack Palawako. Like I do not, I mean, I don't know how people do it.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously can see that this person is not into you. They're not making any efforts. Not because they're very busy.
True.
And we all know that people can only be busy for what they don't want. People
Exactly.
can never be too busy for what they want. So don't waste your time. That's part of time wasting. Don't
Mm-hmm.
waste your time, don't waste your energy, don't waste your emotions, don't waste your resources on
True.
people who are not giving back.
Mm,
It's give and take.
true.
It's give and
It's
take. You
give
reap
and
what
take.
you sow. If you're sowing and then you're not reaping back the same, if they're not giving back the same energy, they're not giving. I personally, I don't know how people do that. I cut you off instantly,
True.
like instantly. I don't know. I don't even know how to pursue people.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the friends I've made just started from conversation, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, Victoria, let's do this," because I'm not really that outgoing. but then I had to like, okay, reciprocate
The love.
the love,
Mm-hmm. True.
the affection, the gifts, the intentions, and all of that. So, if somebody is not, please don't waste your time. Do not. There's so many people in this world.
I think that still takes us to the next questions like,
Yeah.
how do we nurture our relationships and maintain our relationships? Even when you have that kind of friendship, how do you nurture it?
When you have friendships with people like that act like that,
Your general friends, your
general
real
friend,
friends, how do you nurture it just to ensure that things like this do not happen? You know, you get to a stage where even if I don't tell you things, you wouldn't
mhm,
be pissed, right?
yeah,
You wouldn't be pissed. You'd be like, oh, you didn't tell me. Oh, that's good. Let's roll.
I think it's maturity. Have
Mm-hmm.
mature friends. The stage where I am right now, I
True.
have so many friends who are married, who are having kids, um, getting pregnant, and all of that. Some of my friends don't
Getting
even tell
busy.
me,
Exactly.
oh,
You're
I'm
pregnant.
pregnant. I'm
I
not
would
your
want
husband. I'm
to.
not your mother. Why do I want to know? When I see the pregnancy, I know you're
Exactly.
pregnant. So it's not, it's maturity.
True.
We, at this age where we're in our 30s and we know everybody's busy,
True.
we're in the phase where we're trying to build our lives. The moment you get married, especially, and you and your husband have an agreement that, oh, we're not saying this to
Right.
anybody. I can't come as your friend and be angry that you didn't tell me.
Right.
You're a married woman now,
Right.
or you're a married man,
Right.
and you have your
Your
family.
family.
You respect your family.
True.
I'm not gonna come and say, oh, you didn't tell me this as my friend. I'm just a friend
True.
for now. I will be there for you if anything happens. I'll be open to speak to you if you want to talk to me about anything, but I will not feel entitled
True.
to know what's going on if you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
tell me. So it's about maturity, and people, I feel like this age we've gone through so many things and we're like, okay, we're learning that look, I have to keep things to myself before manifesting them. Also, the type of friends you have is very important. Like I said before, if your friends know you that this is what you stand for, they get used to it. And
Mm.
whoever doesn't, they keep, every time they keep getting angry, they keep getting angry that you didn't tell them something. I don't think that's your friend.
Right.
I don't think there are different types of friends. They can become acquaintances.
Right.
They don't have to be your friend.
Right.
Your
And
true
that's the
friends.
advice for the young ones too.
Yup,
Right.
yup. Whoever is always upset about you not telling them something or this, you don't need too many friends.
Sometimes you just need to even keep something sealed for some time, and then when it's manifested, then you can tell.
They will even see it. You don't have to
They
even
will
tell.
see.
They will see when you see it, you see when you know, you
True.
know. I don't gotta
True.
tell you.
True.
Yeah, and you don't need too many friends. I'm telling you.
And you know, I had a friend that had like a miscarriage like twice, and when she had a third baby, she was like, God, I was so scared of telling people. And she's not that kind of person, you know.
Exactly.
When she's pregnant, she likes to tell, oh, I'm
Life's
pregnant.
lesson will teach you some
Exactly, life
things.
lessons. And then she's like, oh my God, I was just scared. I was just scared. I was just scared of telling people. And now when the baby came, and she's like, ah, finally, that, you know, you cannot just tell people
And
this.
you know, it's
And
true. I have a friend who had the same experience. She had had miscarriages, and this person is like my closest person. She will call me,
right,
she will cry, we will pray together,
true,
and all of that. And I told her, I said, see, it's okay if you don't tell me when
right,
you get pregnant, because she's had pregnancies and had miscarriages.
right,
When she got pregnant, she was 7 months because I didn't see
right,
her like physically in
right.
person. She was about 7 months in when she told me, when we FaceTime, and I'm like, your face is
You're good,
swollen.
yeah.
And then she's like, I'm pregnant. I was screaming with joy
Mhm,
on the phone. I was jumping. I
mhm,
didn't feel like, oh, I'm praying with you. I'm not
You not
sleeping.
tell me.
And you didn't tell me.
True,
No, that's her
true,
family. I
true,
understand that she may just want to keep it to herself. So if your friends are feeling too entitled to personal information,
true.
you want to check them. You want to check this type of friends. Yeah.
True. That's why building
Mhm.
relationships in our 20s, I mean, those are the things. Try to set boundaries. And I think that takes me again to the next
Yeah.
questions
Mhm.
about looking back, what's a piece of advice do you think would have helped in navigating relationships in your 20s?
Boundaries.
Boundaries. True.
Boundaries would have really helped me. Making things very clear, because I feel like young people will just want to go with the flow. Don't just go with the flow. Set boundaries, define things, define relationships. Who is this person to me? What is their purpose in my life? Because abuse is inevitable when purpose is not known.
True.
If you don't know why somebody is in your life, you
True.
would abuse the relationship. If you don't set boundaries, you would abuse the relationship.
True.
If you don't set boundaries, you will create entitlement. So boundaries
Boundaries,
is
boundaries.
one major thing that I would advise young people to have.
Klothouse, like aspiring to be like a fashion enthusiast and all
Yes.
of that. What's your advice for them?
So you desire it, work hard. If you desire it, work
You
hard.
don't sleep till 5.
Girl, no, I sleep. Girl, what? I sleep. Oh, please, I sleep. It's very
So work
important.
hard.
But there was a time when I did not. I didn't used to sleep.
Mm,
There was a
true. Those are
time
the
I would work,
sacrifices.
sacrifice, and that's where hard work is sacrifice. Make the sacrifice now. Like the general saying, like if you play now, you will pay
Pay
later.
later.
Because at some point in your life, you
It's
have to
coming
pay
back.
a price. If you don't pay it when you're young, you pay when you're old.
True.
It's better to pay it when you're young so you can play when you're old.
Mm.
Um, Again, I'm gonna quote a scripture. At this point, I feel like this is church.
No,
You know that I talk about you strike the hardest.
Mm,
When your iron is hottest. That's
you
when you
strike the
strike.
others.
And a young man should bear his burden in
Mm,
his youth.
youth. True.
When you're young, you
Do the
work
work.
hard, you do the work. As a single woman, if there's some things you really haven't done before you get married and start having kids, you realize that you may have to wait
True.
another couple of years
Mm,
before you do them, unless you're very resilient, you have help.
true.
There's some things you should do before you get married.
True.
Not saying you can't do them when you're
Yeah.
married.
It
You
takes a lot
still
of
can,
time.
but you might now find it more difficult
Difficult.
because now you have to carry
Juggle
other people
everything.
along in it. So when
True.
you're young, you're single, make the most of your time, work hard, sacrifice. Don't go around playing I remember for like 7 or 8 solid years, I
Mm.
wasn't going to no parties.
Mm.
I wasn't honoring no invitations.
Really?
I was seriously working hard to build my business.
Wow.
I wasn't going clubbing. I
That's
didn't have friends.
dedication, girl.
I didn't have friends. And
Mm.
that's why till today I can count only 3 people who are my friends.
Right.
I only have 3 friends. And even these 3 friends of mine, they know that okay, when it comes down to it,
True.
Victoria is busy
True.
building her
True.
life.
True.
Your family, your husband, your kids will eventually become
Your
your
people.
friends, your people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, lastly, guys, we are actually coming to a close. I know there are scriptures that have helped you. Like,
Yes.
what are some of the scriptures that you like to share with the audience? I mean, the
Yes.
affirmations and all of that. Share some affirmations with us too.
Okay, starting with scriptures. Okay, I hope I'm quoting the scriptures right. I'm about to check. Okay, so one of the scriptures that I've held on to
Mhm.
very powerfully is Exodus 23:25 that says that you will serve the Lord your God and he will bless your bread and your water.
Mm,
Serve God.
mm.
Serve God. There's
Mhm.
no way you're serving God and you're not gonna be blessed.
You're not too busy to serve God. And some people like, "Oh, I'm too busy.
You can
You're
never
not
be
too
too busy.
busy."
If you're too busy physically, join a prayer team or something, or be
Right.
a blessing to someone's life.
Right.
It's serving God. It says, I will bless your bread and your water. And then Deuteronomy, I think it was chapter 8 that was talking about God bringing you into the land that you eat
Plenty.
plenty. So you got to believe that all of these promises of God,
Right.
they're going to be manifest in your life.
Yeah.
You don't
Right.
have a negative mindset.
Right.
Always be positive.
True.
What you think sometimes, my older sister, who I respect so much, always says that, in the midst of difficult times and all of that, my sister will be like, don't ever think negatively.
True.
Always have a positive
Positive
mindset.
mindset.
There is a way that your mindset attracts good
What you
things to
think.
you.
Exactly.
It attracts the
Exactly.
universe, God attracts the right things to you when you have the positive mindset.
Mindset.
You just realize that you keep gravitating
Forward.
towards those things that you're thinking, you're desiring, you're speaking.
True.
So don't ever have a negative mindset. Don't say things are falling apart for you.
Mm.
Don't think that everything is going wrong for you. Don't think that you're never gonna make it. Don't let somebody say $1 million and you shout, hey, $1 million.
How will
Well,
I
let's see
get
what I
that?
mean. Girl,
Mindset.
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 If
Capacity.
somebody is shouting, if you don't have more than $100 in your account, and somebody
True.
says $50 billion,
Mindset.
don't say, hey, $50 billion.
True.
You can get it.
Mhm.
Don't ever think that. Don't shortchange yourself.
True.
Don't ever think that anything is too big for you.
Mhm.
Nothing is too
Big
big
for God.
for God, and nothing is too big for you. So have a positive mindset. Even if what you're seeing right now does not
Doesn't
look
look
like
like
what you want or what somebody is telling you that can be, or what the word of God is showing you that you can be, believe it.
it. Mm.
You do not know. you do not know.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow, that's profound. Thank you so
Yes.
much for that. And to just put the icing on the cake is going
Yes.
to be that Ephesians 3:20 that says, exceedingly
Abundantly,
abundantly
far above.
far above. Oh, that brings me to your song.
Far
Far
above,
above.
yeah. See it
Mm, seated
in
in
the
the
heavenly
heavenly
places.
places.
Far
Far
above,
above,
yeah.
yeah, far above
Above
it
it all. Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Seated, I'm
I'm
seated
seated
in
in
the
the heavenly
heavenly
places.
places. Far
Far above,
above,
far
far
above
above
it
it all. Hey,
all.
that song sweet.
I know, I know.
I'm doing the song sweet. When
Yeah.
are you dropping a new album for us now?
Um, Sometime in February.
Sometime February.
Yeah,
Okay.
watch out. Watch
Okay,
out,
let's
watch out.
watch
You're
out.
gonna love this one.
Let's watch out. Because sincerely,
Yes.
just to put the icing on the cake is that song,
Mhm.
that scripture, far
Yes.
above
Yes.
what you can think or imagine.
Positive
You can
mindset.
do
Yes.
exactly. You
Positive
can do it.
mindset.
Woo! Such a good episode today.
I know.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed
You
myself. I enjoyed talking
Okay,
about
I
this.
just
Mhm. Yes, you did. You did.
So yes, guys. I mean, I think it's all been about our young ones, everybody.
Yeah.
Share this with someone you think might really benefit from it, especially the young people growing up. I really think they do need some kind of how would I put it? Encouragement, push, exactly.
Mentorship.
Mentorship, exactly. So if you feel you want to get into fashion, you want to learn something, please reach out to Klothouse. She's ready to take up teams, to take up new cohorts, to train. So yes, so thank you so much, guys. So thank you for watching this episode. And please don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, to comment. Definitely I'm going to be bringing new tips, new, spice. We're going to be spicing it up a little bit. And if you know anybody or if you want anybody to come on the show that you would love them to speak, also don't forget to bring them on the show. Send us a message, send us comments, and we will definitely bring them on the show. Any business person, any, fashion mogul, anybody, entrepreneur, tell them, we'll bring them on the show. So thank you guys and have a great one. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye, guys.